we are all set to go. I think. I guess we'll see. Let me know if levels are weird or something. But hello. Pay no attention to my weird lighting. I swear, 4 p.m. feels so late now. There's still a little bit of light outside now, at least, but my goodness. Like, at one point I'm like, yeah, 4 p.m., nice and early in the afternoon. You know, it doesn't get dark until 9, and now it's winter, and I'm like, oh gosh, is it time to sleep? But welcome, hello. We're gonna work on getting some more stuff done for a commission that I've been working on for a while now. I think I'm gonna start off with, where's the camera? Start off with this blank that I'm working on. Working on some Undertale themed dice today. Let me know if the music sounds weird too. I do just have my headphones over here with the volume turned up, kind of playing the music in the background. I switched over to new headphones somewhat recently, and they're just like a little bit too tight on my head, so they're just kind of uncomfortable. First up, I need to figure out colors for this. I'm looking for kind of an orangey pink color. Oh, I should show you guys. I went and rearranged all of my paints. Well, I went and organized all of my paints. Ooh. Sorry, kitty cat. Scared the kitty cat. Look how pretty they are. I also went and labeled them all. I went and put like a dollop of paint on top of all of them so I could see what they look like dry. But it's so colorful. Isn't it nice? Some of them it's like, this could have been a red, could have been a pink, but you know, it just circles back. So we need kind of an orangey pink. I think this one would look nice with some white. I think that one would work. I think I'm gonna need a lighter pink too. This one's honestly not too bad. So maybe I'll pull those out. I feel like I could use these with some white and get the colors that I need. This is all my colorful ones, all my colorful paints. Ooh. It's quite heavy now. Oops. I know you don't have things down here the best. Ooh. Interesting. And grab some white. I'm gonna scoot you guys over a little bit. Maybe we'll just go like this. Honestly, that's not a bad angle. Does that work all right for you guys? Oh, those are some more things we might work on. Is that an okay angle for you guys? It seems fine for me. This is one of those streams where things get a little bit weird because I am both going to show you guys what I'm working on, but also I'm filming it. Like my resin-coated camcorder there. Because it is for a commission, so I do plan to make a video of making it. That is part of what has made this take so long, actually. This fact that I'm trying to record all of it. I need to grab out grab this here. It's always useful. Oh, and let me grab some water. There we go. A little bit of paint water. And here are my. I'm well prepared. Can't you tell? Where did I set those? Oh, in there. And my super fancy palette here, which is a piece of plastic. Because I think we're gonna need to make some of these a little bit lighter in color. But I am working. Ooh, try not to bonk the cable too much. I am. So the plan for this is I've already got one little poster on there. I'm doing some of the posters from the walls in Alphys's lab. So I am kind of copying. I have a little Mediton one, and then there's going to be a couple from the, like, is it a game or a series that she likes? I don't actually remember. And anyways, very pink, cutesy hearts things. That is the plan there. But yeah, let me see here. can I do this so that I can see? Moving you guys so that I can, there we go. Now I can see my reference images and you guys. Do that. Alright. Let's try to think of what the best, where it's best to start. Maybe we'd paint this pink too. I did a layer of white first on it, and then this one I went and did a layer of pink with the black outline, and this one I've not gotten to that yet. So maybe we do that first. Alright, let me... I think maybe I could move you guys here. Oh, that's kind of nice. Honestly, yeah, I like that. Let's do that. That's a good spot. It's kind of like where you guys usually are when I'm pouring resin. So let's do a layer of pink first, I think, and then there's kind of like a white circle in the middle of this one almost, but I'm debating whether I should paint the whole thing pink and then come back and add the white later. And I might go over this. Actually, are they different pinks? Maybe it's fine that this one's a little bit more like a cooler pink tone and this one's a little bit warmer. Let's paint this one pink. That's where we're gonna start. Let me turn my camera on as well. Oh gosh, this song I have not much, just started here. I'm trying to figure it out so that here you see, this is what I see all the time. I'm trying to figure out a good spot so that you can see it and also I can film. But we are working on some Undertale themed things at the moment. I've got a little poster here, and then we're going to be doing kind of a couple of other posters on here as well. But I'm just doing a layer of pink, I think, to start. If this pink is good. Yeah, I just set it up like this. I like it. I think it's good. It makes it a lot easier, I think, to move this around then, too. It's kind of like what we have when I'm pouring resin, just straight across from me. It makes you guys kind of out of the way a little bit more, too. Okay. We're just gonna do this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have this song stuck in my head. So we are just listening through the YouTube audio library as usual, but I am working on editing a video at the moment that uses this song. So I've been hearing it a lot. Do I like this pink? It's a little bit too muted. Maybe it needs to be a little bit lighter. Maybe it needs to be a little bit lighter. Let's mix up some paint. Might be the paintbrush I'm using too. So, what have folks been up to? Anyone have any fun plans for the New Year's? Either tonight or 2024. Obviously, I don't have any huge plans for tonight. My plans are to stream. Maybe I'll add a dollop of this, like, brighter pink color, too. Just a little bit. There we go. Although I've probably just made it exactly the same color by adding that little bit of darker. I think I just made exactly the same tone because I added that little bit of darker pink and the white. Okay, let's add some more white. Printing an ancient red dragon. Ooh, cool. Is that like a filament printer? Are you doing that on? I have a cat asleep on the chair behind me. She just, like, snored. What are you doing? There we go. I think that's a better pink. Alright. Good, everybody can see. Everybody can see. I've maybe made it a little bit too pale now, I don't know. It's a balancing act. Oh, resin, okay. Oh, it's your new one. Yeah. You got a new one, didn't you? Recently. That's fun. I should get some more things printed on my... Oh, we're gonna put this over here. Maybe it blocks the light a little bit. Pardon my, trying to make it so that I can see it on the camera. Ah! At some point, I think it'd be nice to, slow down and, like, step back for a while and actually figure out what I want to do. The 3D printing made me think of that, 'cause it's like, I have some ideas for things that I think it'd be fun to, like, print and make and such, but I'm swamped at the moment. Things are so busy. I haven't taken a second to sit down and, like, evaluate what I actually want to make. It's been very go. At some point, I guess I do have a couple of commissions that I'm finishing up here. Although I have a wait list, so maybe commissions will slow down at some point and I can do some other fun things. Currently working on 3D projects. Cool. And that's super cool. You'll have to post photos in the Discord once you have your dragon printed, so we can I'll see. I definitely just set that down. Alright, let that dry. There's definitely a big... That's just like how it goes, isn't it? You can never have just one project. Move some things over here. Okay, I'm gonna pause that for now. So I have so much stuff. Let me move some of these out of my way. I have so many drinks over here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this so that it's in a good spot, but also doesn't. Let me move my microphone over a little bit. Sorry if things get a little bit odd there. There we go. Now I'm lit from the bottom, so we're telling scary stories. That's what that means, right? Okay. So we're gonna let that dry. I am gonna figure out, that is the bigger one. Oh, let me grab, I'm a little scatterbrained today. I need my black paint because we're gonna outline it. Where's my black paint? Oh, there's my black paint. Yeah, exactly. I was like the sun a moment ago. That's what I was trying to fix. I want to get it so that there's not a bunch of like shadows on what I'm working on for you guys. And I can see. There's also not making me look like the sun. Alright. That's acrylic, so that's pretty much dry. I've got a cup of Earl Grey tea in a unicorn mug, and I've got half of a ginger beer left. I've got all the drinks. I'm ready. Oop. Ah. That probably didn't sound very good. All right. I think that's dry. We can outline now. I'm gonna zoom this in. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do a black outline on this. I'm gonna try and do this as like precisely as possible. Because I want a very thin outline. So excuse me if I go quiet while I'm focusing on this. I have to think while I'm trying to paint a straight line. To be fair, that's why I don't... Can you hear me? That's kind of why I don't really draw much. It's the whole line art thing. I love to paint. I don't really feel like I can draw very well. I don't feel like I'm good at doing like clean lines. It's a little bit more like loose and flowy and like expressionistic. That's where I'm more comfortable. That's not very good. Alright. It'll be good to get these done though. I've been working on these for a while. I feel a little bit bad because I know the person that ordered them is waiting on them. My paintbrush! Well, I'll have to glue that at some point. Me. Oh, I got a little bit of black over on the side there. That's not good. Clean that up a little bit. That's the nice thing about acrylic. I can just use a little bit of water. I do want to do more oil painting. Sorry, that's my... I just have a thought and then I go back to being quite here. I do want to do more oil painting at some point. I think I just want to do more painting in general. I miss it. Painting's one of my favorite things to do. And now that I did the like one with the glass and stuff and it's all done, I'm like, man, now I want to do more painting. I always want to do more painting. Is that good sound? If I angle it like that, is that better? I wonder if I could figure out how to do, maybe it'd be work better as a video. But it's been a while since I did any like en plein air paintings. I did some of that for a painting class that I took at the beginning of the quarantine. And to be fair, I don't know. Maybe as a video. I was thinking it might be cool to try and do like a live stream on location type thing where we do like a painting live stream out and about. Weird music. I don't know how well that would work. I mean, people have done like vlogging live streams, right? Where they've been out and about and walking around and live streaming. I could probably figure out how to set it up from like my phone, right? I don't know if I would want to live stream like on location type thing though. I don't know if I'd want to do that because I always, whenever I'm like around other people and I'm filming or whatever, I want to make sure that they're okay with being on camera. Pause that. And that's a little bit harder to do when I'm live streaming. Good enough. You know, it's funny that I want to do in plein air paintings, to be fair, because all of the ones that I've done, I've really only done them for a painting class. All of the in plein air paintings I've done, and it's a very like expressionist style, like you want to kind of paint how light feels. That's kind of the point of them. All of them, I have been like, Oh my gosh, this looks terrible up until like literally the last stroke of paint, at which point I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. So it's just kind of funny that I'm just like, yeah, I want to go do that, where most of the time I'm like, ugh, it looks so bad. But I do have plans for a painting. I have a canvas sitting over there. I'm ready. I also have a cat behind me. And I also have a cat. Sorry, now I have to show you the cats while that dries. I have a cat there. And I have a cat in the cat bed. Can't see her because she's all tucked in there. I don't remember where Fitz is. He might still be in the library. Alright, I think I'm putting off doing the actual design on here because I'm scared. I'm scared it's not going to be very good. But let's get that going. I'll grab our nice thin brush and we're going to zoom this back out. I'm going to make a few different colors of this pink paint. We're going to make some that's a little bit lighter still. Make some that's like almost white, I think. It has a little bit of that pink in there. Add a little bit of water here too around the sides to keep my paint damp. But let's make some really, really pale pink. I'm gonna use this maybe to, there's a couple of like light areas I'll block in with this. There's like a really pale, there's kind of an in-between color pink here too, I think. So let's maybe do a little bit of that as well. Add a little pink and some white. Try and get an in-between pink. Yeah. Alright, that might be about right. Hi, kitty cat. What are you doing? She's just sat up behind me. What are you doing? Alright, there we go. We got a couple of... Let's see. Just got into dice making. You're struggling with bubbles. A pressure pot. Oh, you're getting like big gaps at the top. Yeah, so, to be fair, I will say I still get those too. Not on all of the dice, but every once in a while I get ones with big gaps at the top. A few different things, and some of this is from me, some of this is from, especially the corners. Yeah, I still have that happen. Some of this is from me, some of this is from my Discord, because we've talked about this before, but, one of the things, there's a few different things. One, like, I let my, molds sit for, a little bit after I fill them, so usually I do like 3 sets of dice at once. I'll go and put the resin into the first sets of molds, set them off to the side with the lids off, and while I'm filling the next sets of dice, and then I go back to that first set and put the lids on those first, and I do it in order, so that any air bubbles in there get a chance to rise to the surface. That's one thing. Another thing is putting a little bit of extra resin. Like, you want to make sure that you have enough resin. That could be one of the reasons. So you want to dome, like, have a little bit of extra resin on the top. About 5 to 10 minutes rest. Yeah, that seems about right. You want to have a little bit of extra resin, because once you put it into the pressure pot, it's taking all those air bubbles. It's not getting rid of the air, really. It's taking all the air bubbles and squishing them down super, super small. So you need something to fill in those gaps where the air bubbles were. So you need a little bit of extra resin there. So I'll overfill my molds a little bit. I'll put a little bit on the lids, just make sure that there's no air bubbles caught in like the numbers. And then just let me start blocking some of this in. This is such an odd shape. Just like, let me figure out. Oops, I've slowly scooted you guys. Sorry if I bonked the thing. Maybe you push down a touch too hard and on top. one of the things that someone in my Discord noticed was that if they don't squish it down evenly, they get that problem. Because it's like it doesn't seal quite right. So you want to make sure that you're pushing down like evenly. You don't put it on one side and then go like this. That was something that some folks over there noticed. Where's the center? Okay. I'll go out to about there. Okay. And then, another thing is actually putting a little bit of weight, on top of the molds to make sure that the lids are sitting right. That was part of what we found, kind of all agreed caused that issue a little bit, was just the lids not sitting quite right. So they don't really seal right. So stacking another mold on top of your mold, to help hold the lid down, making very deep keys, in the lids so that you know that they are resting in the right spot. Literally someone yesterday in my Discord was talking about what was it? They had made molds with like keys on the like, how do I describe this? They had made molds with keys sort of not on the sides of the lid, but like on the top of the base part of the mold, and they found that caused problems for them because, you know, the lids couldn't go down quite right. So yeah, making sure that the lids can sit correctly, and adding a little bit extra resin. To be fair, you might you can always join my Discord. People over there are very helpful too. A lot of people over there that are very, very knowledgeable in this stuff as well. Let me just a second. Not that I don't want to help, it's just that I don't always have all the answers. Okay, what's that? This is gonna be kind of odd. It's at like such a weird angle. It's just a little bit, might be a little bit odd. Okay, and then that maybe should be a little bit darker even. Maybe we'll go a little bit darker. Ah, I've stuck my finger in the super light. Yeah, it's super fun. There is a spot in the Discord too to show off what you've been working on. So, you know, I'd love to see what you're making. It's making dice is super fun. Ah. And there's just so much you can do with it. It's a very, there's like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know that versatile is the right word. It's very, like, you could just keep experimenting with things forever, which is part of what keeps me interested, is like, there's always something new that you could try. Yeah, I think the darker pink was the, if I don't toss it. I'm gonna do a shot. Trial and error, but nerdy. Yep, pretty much. I just call it experimentation and go with it. Alright, I need to figure out which direction is up. I think this direction, this is gonna be the top. Oh no. Put them in the arts and crafts channel. Oh, here, I'll look now. I'm on my computer, I can look. Arts and crafts. Ooh! Oh, those colors remind me of something, but I can't think what. Are those like, oh, did you dust the molds? Are they like an interference or mica or something? Did you dust the molds with them? Or is it like a dirty pour? where you take like all of the colors and pour them in together. I like the colors though. It's kind of like a muted Mardi Gras or something. Ah, cool. Makes me think Mardi Gras. I think that's what the colors make me think. I kind of just made a set of dice with sort of similar colors, actually. Not quite the same. Mine are a little bit, oh, space spray paint. That's surprisingly hard to say. Space spray paint. Alright. These need some hearts. Well, they look super cool. That is something I love seeing on it. And this is probably going to sound sarcastic, but I mean it genuinely. Is everyone's, how everyone does space dice. Because, like, everyone does space dice, but everyone does them differently. So it's so much fun to see how people interpret doing, like, space-themed things. Oh, just a second. Trying to that look like a heart. Ah. Oh man, that's so sweet. I actually watched Drivinator's videos when I started making dice. He's been around for a while. That makes me so happy. I'm really enjoying making the videos, so it's cool that people are seeing them. Yeah, they look super cool. Yeah, I think that heart's visible. I might go back. Hi, Cobra. I might go back and make it even like a little bit lighter, or make the color around it darker. Oh, the vampire dice. Those were so much fun. I want to do another video in that style too. Sorry, just let me see if I can paint a heart. I'm gonna go quiet for a second while I focus on shapes. Trying to paint shapes. Big fan of shapes and colors around here. Yeah, those vampire dice were really fun, but also took forever. There's just so many things, but I'm really happy with how they turned out. It's raining here. Plus side, no fireworks. Dude, it's been like Silent Hill here for the past like week. I don't know what's going on, but it has been so just foggy and damp. Which is, where I live is not usually damp. Ooh, do a Dead by Daylight inspired set? That'd be cool. I wonder how many fireworks I'll hear though. That's a good point. That is a good point. That was what my coworker referenced, was the mist. I don't know what it is. What is the mist? I mean, it's misty outside. But according to my coworker, it's that. I don't know the reference. I didn't say anything at the time because I'm just like, yeah, bro, I totally know what you're referencing. I'm hip and cool with the. He's older than me. I don't know why I was gonna say I'm hip and cool with the youths. What is this music? Skip to the next song. That's weird. Oh gosh, it's a long song too. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, it's a Stephen King book. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Although in this case, I think the supernatural monsters are just Republicans. Sorry, that was a joke. Fog. Dead by Daylight has like a deep blue and white kind of ominous color scheme. That'd be cool. Yeah, there's probably lots of different ways you could do that. Yeah, these are looking like hearts. I'm gonna need to clean this up a little bit. I've definitely accidentally bonked some of the paint around. Another little heart here. I'm working it. It's so oddly shaped. And do this. I'm gonna add in another little. Do I want another little heart there? Or should I just make this a little bit wider at the bottom? I might just make this a little bit wider at the bottom. Clean it up at the same time too. Yeah, I think that works. Got little hearts on there. I think that's good. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Turn that off for a second. Cause I'm hitting the paint with my thumb and causing problems. So you wrote down something you really want to do. Something that makes your dice space off with the Pokemon evolution stones. Ooh. I don't know too much about Pokemon, but that sounds cool. I have a friend that loves Pokemon. Oh, to be fair, okay, I need to experiment some. I can't remember who was it that suggested the like half dome molds. Can't remember who it was that suggested it. I think it was someone in the Discord. But I got some molds so you can make like little like half domes that are concave. They have like an inside, and they also have like flat, like a mold for like a flat sheet basically, so you could attach it. I want to experiment with those. One of the things I was thinking of was I could do like a Pokeball where I do a half dome filled with like one color and then put the divider in and then do another half dome filled with the other color of like the Pokeball, so you could shake it up and you'd have the two different colors as like a liquid core. I think that'd be fun. It might have been Turderp. When your dice were done, you painted on a thin layer of UV resin and then cured it so it helps protect the surface. I don't know if that'll help protect the surface. I don't know. I mean, if it works, it works. I've just found that UV resin usually is not as scratch resistant as the two-part epoxy, but I don't know what you're using, so. Ooh. All of my drinks are now like I've got like my microphone and a lamp and all my drinks are shoved underneath it. My headphones are over here playing my music, which is just the YouTube audio library. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not yeah, I think a lot of people use less resin. I've heard of plenty of people using the less resin. I heard that there's silicone sucks, but the resin and other stuff's good. All right, yeah, I think. Oh, let me. Oh my gosh, now it's super. Where's my thingy? Manually. You can definitely see the like shape of the paint, but. Yeah, I think that works as little hearts. You gotta keep in mind the size that things are here. Alright. I'm gonna do the other side. And then this side, I think this is probably dry enough now that I can move it around without moving the paint like I did here. Definitely stuck my thumb in it and left a thumbprint there. Okay. Just scratch that off. It's fine. I haven't actually tried the less resin silicone myself, but I've had like at least 3 people that I like know, you know, who didn't know each other all say, "Oh man, my silicone didn't cure." Alright. Yeah, so we gotta do this side. Let's just go in there and do that. Oh, it is kind of like smaller on that side. Weird. Okay, let me zoom my camera in. If you have just joined, I have a camera here because this is for a commission, so I'm also filming making these so I can turn it into a video, because I try to do that for all the commissions. So I'm trying to kind of position everything so everyone can see it. So a little bottom of a heart here. That's water. Alright, little bottom of a heart here. Let's see, your friend who got you into dice making in Discord called... That's how bad it is, apparently. Your friend is like, I will not use Last Resin Silicone. Yeah, I have found that, yeah, there's a plenty of other good options out there. There we go, do that. Here. Sorry, I'm prioritizing the camera here over you guys. Sorry about that, but I'll show you guys in just a second. I am gonna have to come back in and do a little bit of touch up on the black outline, and then we are gonna paint the like face that goes in the center as well. She said, and I quote, "Lucky, if you get that resin, I will come to Canada, I will find you, and I will slap you." The silicone, yeah. Bruh, she gets some sleep. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is gonna be more complicated. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna do the lighter color on the other one as well before I actually do the sleep is for the pizzaless. Fair, honestly. Let me get that off there so I stop bonking it. I mean, that is understandable. Ah! Sorry. So let me go over while that dries. I'll go over the different things that I still have to get done for this. So I still have a blank for the D2, and we're gonna paint, like, hopefully I get to this today too. I'm thinking I can get this one done, and then hopefully get this one done too. I don't know, we'll see how long things take. These painting things always take forever. But we're gonna do Asgore's throne on this. We're gonna paint a throne, and then we're also gonna paint some yellow flowers, which is why I have it this bright yellow color. We'll just have some of the yellow poking through. That's the plan anyways. And then I have, where's the stuff? Oh, here we go. I have some, like, clear plastic, and I'm gonna use that to, I'm just doing this to make it weaker so that hopefully I can pull this off. But we're gonna paint some stuff onto this to make some inserts. That's my plan anyways. Something I wish I knew when I first started out. I don't know. What is something I wish I knew when I first started out? Anyone else have anything? That face when you go to wrap up washing dishes only to see all the water has gone because you forgot to put in the stopper. Oh. Anyone else have anything they wish they knew when they first started making dice? Let's see, I've talked before about how, one of the things that made me feel better about the flaws that I could, like, obviously see in my dice was, looking at mass-produced dice. True, sanding can be a pain. Sanding just takes forever. Yeah. Yep, sanding takes forever. That really is the thing with making dice, is that it takes a lot of time. And there's a lot of boring steps to it. Oh, no, actually, I did compare myself to the mass-produced, because what I did was I noticed all of the flaws on my mass-produced dice that I had not noticed before I started making dice, and went, oh, I didn't notice these on the mass-produced dice that I've had for years. Other people are not going to notice the little flaws in my dice. Yeah, there are things that can make it easier, sanding and stuff. A lot of people use like a pottery wheel. I have a slightly different setup, but a lot of people do that. I use a tumbler for polishing. So there are some things, but yeah, it just takes forever. This is something, like, I guess it's not really something that I wish I knew, but something that I have done since the beginning, to a certain extent, is I've treated every set of dice like it's an experiment, and that has served me well. And what I mean by that is, I make everything with the expectation that it might not turn out how I expect it to turn out. You have a friend that took some of your dice, so they like using yours over the mass-produced dice when generally rolling. So sometimes if you get a mass-produced die that rolls high, yeah. Yeah, if you expect perfection, you just deprive yourself of growth. But also sometimes you learn some fabulous things when things don't go the way you planned. And also, if you treat everything that you do as an experiment and an opportunity to learn something new, you're not going to be disappointed when things don't turn out the way that you expect them to. That said, like, I mean, part of the fun of making dice is that it's all a little bit of a surprise what you get. It's always so much fun unmolding things and going, ooh, how did they turn out? Although, like, at this point, I do usually have at least a little bit of an idea of how things are going to look. I've been doing this for... It's weird to think I've been doing this for... How long have I been doing this for? I started... June or July of 2020? Right? So, 3.5 years? Luna, that's not yours. No. That's not. Give that back. That's not yours. Yeah, that's true too. You gotta focus on the things that you're getting better at. There's always things to get better at. Okay, you can have the paper towel. You can have the napkin. What are you doing? Why are you... Why are you tearing apart... Why are you tearing apart a napkin? She's just like this. Yes, hello. Yes, you're being watched. She also loves to dig in cardboard boxes, so, like, who knows? She's just like this. Yeah, enjoy your napkin. Your older one's zest is a menace. I mean, they're a cat. They're always menaces, right? Num num num. Well, the first thing she stole was the the like dust cover for my microphone. I'm like, no, I need that. I use that thing. No, stop looking at it. It's not yours. I see those eyes. I see those eyes looking at my dust cover. Oh, it's true. She does like just brown paper too. What is going on with the music here? Sure, we'll have some weird background ambient music. Okay, what did I say? Oh, I was gonna do the this other one next. So that's dry. Let's move over to this side. Which way do we want to go up? This way? I guess we'll go this way, facing me up. She eventually realized that if she waited, you'd give her some and no one would yell at her. Aw. Sorry, I'm bonking you guys. Ah! That's cute, though. That's cute. Okay, let me see here. I have a weird shape that I need to do. So there's kind of like a heart there, and then it's like a background color. Part of the reason I like streaming, there's certain things that I like streaming more than others because I don't have to think about them as much. This is not one of those things. I have to think. My brain's like, you need to stop talking so that you can think. And I'm like, oh no, but I need to talk. Let me get this shape kind of figured out here. I think that's probably fine. There we go. Alright, good enough. And then this one actually has like a darker colored heart. Let me get, it's not like quite this dark, but it's very much this tone. So let's get some of this mixed up. I'm gonna do a big dollop of this with a little bit of white, make it a little bit lighter and a little bit more muted. So how many pets do you guys have? Because I have 4 cats. Ah. It was an accident. I picked like 2 of them. I ended up with the other 2. Although, you know, I love them all. Oh, actually that color's looking pretty good. Sweet. That worked out really well. I think that's perfect. Sweet. That was exactly the color that I wanted. Okay. So this is going to be the color of a heart on here. And some like, it looks like it's fake lettering almost, like it's a logo. But let's start with the heart. Angle you guys down so you can see a little bit better. Let's see, when you were younger, 2 to 3 cats, 2 parakeets, now none, sadly. Here's the hair. So that, I don't know if I like that heart very much. I don't think I like it very much. It's not, it's like too big. It's not quite, like it's too far to the side. I'm going to turn this off. I've done enough of it that I don't feel bad finishing up fixing this heart on camera. But we're going to go back in with some other paint and fix this up a little bit. You had your first oops today. So you're putting the silicone mold into the pressure pot. The tape decided to fail. Uh-oh. Waiting another 4 hours to see what happened. Oh. That's not what you want. Okay. I think I need to let this, need to let that dry so I can go back in with some other paint and, fix it. Heart's just like a little bit, like it's a little bit too chonky. So we're gonna go back in and kind of move things over a little bit. And I think that'll, we can fix things up. I will fill this in with some of this pink. This is the pink that we did the other one. Actually, did I ended up going a little bit darker, didn't I? Oh well. This one's like a lighter pink, anyways. I don't think I've never had like a big silicone mess, I don't think. I've had small ones. I've had small ones where, you know, like the Lego bricks, you know, I used off-brand Lego bricks and they leaked a little bit, but I've never had like a huge mess. Which, thank goodness. Hopefully your stuff's fine. I guess the nice thing is that at least with the silicone, even if it does make a mess, it's gonna be fairly easy to clean out of your pressure pot. Oh, yeah. 13 ounces of silicone. How much is 13 ounces? Here's a confession from me. I don't know how much silicone I use to make like a set of molds. I just have like a couple of plastic cups, and I know that it's about this much of part A and part B in my 2 plastic cups that I pour them into. I don't actually know like how much exactly it is. At some point, I'll probably want to throw out those plastic cups because they're just a little bit gross at this point. And I'll have to figure out how much silicone I actually use. It'll probably be better because I'll probably make it easier for me to actually guess how much silicone I need to make. Because I definitely don't always guess the right amount. You're custom making 2-inch dice, so you need more silicone than usual. 2-inch dice? Oh gosh. That's big. That's gonna be a big die. You use 10 to 12 ounces when making your wargaming dice mold. Oh, okay. I don't know. Are we talking weight or volume? Are we talking fluid ounces or like weight? I guess that's what I think of when I think of ounce. Like before I ever did resin, I did soap making, and I guess volume makes sense. Fluid ounces. Before I ever did dice making, I did soap making. I want to get back to that too. My YouTube channel might become a bit of a hodgepodge of things in between all of the dice making. I have like plans, I think, for how I want to organize my craft space, because all of my soap making type and candle and that stuff is kind of buried at the moment. It is not organized. I'd like to get back to doing some of that. It's fun. I got stuff to make fancy bath bombs. I didn't get the like what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't get the like dyes for it necessarily. The really pigmented dyes for bath bombs. I might. I'm tempted to do like a video where I try to make fancy bath bombs, but I think that heart's a little bit better. That look a little bit better? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. That looks like a better heart. But let me still add a little bit of this here. Just there we go. Nice and cleaned up. Used to make gel candles before you went into the military. Want to do it again, but sadly currently not able to do. Due to landlord saying no, too much for fire risk. Gel candles I think are more dangerous, right? I feel like I remember my grandma or someone telling me that gel candles are a little bit more of a risk. Okay, I'll put this over here now. Alright. I have a bunch of just like paraffin and soy wax though. That's really what I was planning to use. Let me. Sorry, just saying I'm gonna try and follow the shape here. It's on the thing. Did my music stop again? It did. There's all weird ambient stuff. Let me move to something else. There we go. Not weird ambient, but it's just ambient music. I don't know that I want that. Yeah, a bit. Just here. Got this. And then we've got this. And then we add a little bit more white around the outside here. It's not white, it's like a really pale pink, but ugh. I want it to look like it has a border. There, I think that's all done. There's one of them done. The other one is going to be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to let that one dry so that I can flip it upside down so I can actually get to the other side. Let's maybe start thinking about what's next. Alright, here's the question. Should we work on the yellow blank with Asgore's throne, or should we try and figure out a way to make a three-dimensional piece of pie with my piece of plastic here? I have like an idea of how to do that. Like I have thoughts. So like should we do that next, or should we do the throne next? Yeah, I could start a poll. I have a thing to make polls. Just a second. Wait a second, you guys are on my keyboard. What next? Question mark. Oh, I hear fireworks. Pie. A pie-themed rolling tray would be super cute. Throne. Or what else do I have? Character. Or spaghetti. Did I spell spaghetti right? I think I spelled spaghetti right. Alright, which one do we want to do next? Which one should we start on next? There's your poll. You can decide which one we want to work on while this is drying. So the throne's going to be painted on here, and that's going to be surrounded by yellow flowers. I need to make a little sans like cutout, and I'm gonna do that in 2D, and it's gonna be attached to the top of this just like standing there. Let's see. Yeah. And then I also was gonna do a bowl of spaghetti. I don't know if I'm gonna do the spaghetti 2D or 3D. I don't quite know how I want to do that. I could do a thing kind of like I did the Minecraft flowers, where I took like 2 flat pieces and I crossed them like this, so that no matter like which angle you looked at it, you could always kind of see the flower. Could maybe do that for like the spaghetti. I think for the pie I'm gonna like cut it like multiple pieces, so that it's kind of like I put them together so it looks like a piece of pie. Loaded. It says there's only 1 vote. There's actually only 1 vote. Odd. Wait, can I vote? I'm gonna vote for that. That's so weird. Now you got me thinking about a pie-themed rolling tray. I feel like, oh, it'd be really cute. You could do like a wood one, like maybe a wood rolling tray. Have it so that the outside border kind of looks like the crimped edge of the pie, and then have like a piece of leather that goes in the middle that has kind of like the, you know, the classic little like teardrop shaped cutouts in the middle. Has that either stamped or cut out in the middle, or maybe dyed like a red color or something, and have that be like an insert in the tray. That'd be super cute. Let's go. Did everything freeze? Are you guys still there? Why is it? Okay, is that dry? Megalovania plays ominously from afar. 2 votes. Such a good song. What a good game. Alright, cool. I'm so happy now that we've got two of the posters done. Yeah, several flavors of the tray. Yeah. I'm actually really happy with those. So, next up is this one. We were also talking about putting Alphys's glasses on here. I don't know, like I could put them here. Like there's room for them. I don't know how I'm gonna paint those. I'm not sure on that, because I don't know if it's gonna feel like super pixelated in comparison to these. I'm not sure. Here, there's only 2 votes, but I'm gonna end the poll. It's 50% pie, 50%, there was a whole 2 votes. So it's between pie and character. Well, okay. Okay. Maybe we start with the character? That's probably gonna be easier, I think. Character's probably gonna be easier, so maybe we do that first and get out of the way. But first, let's get this. Let's get this done. Alright. Hey, wait, I have dice here. Alright, let's see. I have a coin. Green is gonna be character, purple's gonna be pie. Purple. We're gonna do pie first. Also, what do you think of this coin shape? It's like completely flat. But well, this was kind of a first attempt thing. I've made this shape for the commission. But I'm like, I could do some fun things, I think, with this shape. This little coin shape. Doesn't have a logo or anything on it, but, you know. Oh, bless you. Gesundheit. It's my cat. My cat sneezing. Pretty easy to pick up. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. Like, you can just... It's not, like, super thin. I think having the ridges along the sides makes it maybe a little bit easier to grab. Kitty sneeze. Alright. Let's try and do the face on here. This is what I'm putting off, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it very well. But I've got my dark red now, so let's see if I can get this put in here. So there's kind of like, this will be fun. There's like a little character that has like cat ears. Do the cat ears first. I'm definitely going to be going back and forth a bit with the with my paint colors to get this blocked in where I want it. Again, I'm going quiet because I'm trying to do it correctly, and that's easier said than done. You did miss the poll. Well, you want to put your vote in? We haven't like gotten to that yet. So maybe you can be the tiebreaker. Oh wait, I already did the tiebreaker. Never mind. Never mind. It's too late. I'm doing pie next. I kind of want to do the pie next, anyways, because I have ideas on how to do it. So, oof. I might need to come back to some of the lighter color there. And add a little bit more. Oh, I think the center thing is maybe just a little bit wider. Because I didn't really think about the bottom here. Make this go down a little bit further. Make the face maybe go all the way down to like kind of the bottom of here. We're gonna come back in and add some white to round that out a little bit. And bring this down all the way here. I used this song recently too. I'm just kind of like what she's wearing something. Okay. I think I've got kind of the basic shape here. Let me come back in with some lighter color here and round out this face. That actually worked better than I expected. And then I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to set it in ways that I'm not going to stick my hand in it or put the paint against the table. Oh, I'm like not even on camera anymore. Well, I am for you guys. I'm not for this camera. Okay. So let's see. She's got little ears. There's some little ears. There's also some very like subtle I need to this is the lighter pink. And there are going to be eyes in here in a second too. Just haven't gotten to that yet. Just getting the face shape filled in here. Yeah, I think those are cute little ears. Cute little ears at the top there. They're maybe not as big as the ones in the photo. Oh, I could add a little bit. You can go out a little bit. Actually, might as well start adding in some of the facial features. I don't usually like paint like people. I'm not good at getting the proportions like exactly right. So and you kind of got to get the proportions exactly right. It feels like for doing people, drawing people. Okay, I've made this one weird and big on purpose, I swear. That's because we're gonna add white paint back in to make that a lot thinner. Okay. It's hard working at this scale, really. So, speaking of pie, what's everyone's favorite flavor of pie? I know it's hard to pick just one. I like pie. I'm more of a pie person than a cake person. Probably because I grew up with my mom making fresh pie, like homemade pie. Once you've had homemade pie, it's just like, oh, pie. And there's actually kind of like a muted green color in here. There's also like a little tiny bit of like blush. Let me find caramel apple. I don't know if I've ever had caramel apple pie. Sounds good. This isn't quite the right green, but maybe I'll do it because it kind of matches this green. That sounds good though. I've definitely had like cinnamon apple. Okay, I have to think of what my favorite pie is now. Maybe blackberry. Blackberry pie with vanilla ice cream. I have fond memories of that, and also I just think it's delicious. That maybe looks a little bit wonky. It's maybe not as bad as I think it is. Let me wait for the paint to dry and then we can decide. Maybe it's just, yeah. Maybe the mouth just needs to move down a little bit. The eye, I think, maybe looks a little bit big. Any hot pie has to have vanilla ice cream. Fair. Fair. And let's see. My mom makes a mean pecan pie. Although it's not necessarily my favorite kind of pie. I think probably blackberry. I like blackberry pie with ice cream specifically because like it's a little bit more tart, I feel like, than a lot of the other pies. A lot of the other pies are like super sweet. Whereas my mom's blackberry pie is a little bit more sour, and then you have like the vanilla ice cream with it that adds that sweetness. That's good. Alright, maybe the green needs to be a little bit darker. Let me focus this a little bit. Yeah, maybe the green needs to be a little bit darker just so we can see it. I feel like it's easier to see in person, but I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna add a little tiny bit of black. Ooh, strawberry rhubarb is good too. That's also a little bit tart. I didn't get that one a lot growing up because my mom does not like strawberries. There's your piece of Liz lore for today, I guess. You know, my mom's not a huge fan of strawberries, so she didn't really do a lot of pies with strawberries in them. But I do like strawberry rhubarb. It's kind of tart as well. Sure, now all the paint's trying to come out. I don't need that much paint. What is going on here? There we go. Your mom goes rhubarb. Yeah, that sounds good. Well, I mean with fresh rhubarb too. So it's always better when it's like fresh from your own garden, right? I say this like I have any sort of green thumb. I do not. I have zero green thumb. My mom had a garden growing up. My brother has more of a green thumb. I do not. Just a second here. Just a second here. What green do I want? Grab that one. Alright, let me turn off the overhead light before you guys see my messy office. Well, that was too much green. I added way too much green. I should have done... No, you know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I want. I want this green, and I want a little bit of black and a little bit of white. We're gonna do that. I much prefer the my lamp to the overhead light. There's your next piece of Liz lore for today. I don't know what I have against the overhead light, but I do. Okay, mostly white, and then some green. Kitten, what are you doing back there? Mix that in, and then we're gonna do a little bit of black in there too. Kind of muted a little bit. It's a very bright. Ooh, I put my finger in the green. Bright green. Ah! Oh, oof. That's a lot of cat hair on there. I mean, I'm sorry that opossum ate your rhubarb plants, but you've got to understand how funny that sentence is. Just the serious, possum ate my rhubarb plants. Darn possums. Maybe it's because we don't really have possums around here. It just sounds funny to me. We have more, like, I mean, we have raccoons. Seen a raccoon. We have skunks. Coyotes. There we go, that's a better green color. More muted. This is actually much closer. Very happy possums. Any water that I accidentally put down on there, I just added like water. Accident. I think maybe adding a little bit. Now she just looks long suffering. Just a second. The seeds were not cheap. Oh. Just a second. I'm gonna let that dry and cover it up. I can't say I know too much about growing rhubarb. For some reason I was thinking it was one of those plants that you don't grow from seed. Like, I mean, like, I don't know, there's some plants that it's just, like, easier to get a starter. I think maybe the mouth is too high. I think that might be my issue. And I do know that my camera is not on, and that's fine. I'm just gonna try and fix this up a little bit. Oh, the mouth is just not as open. Here's how it's looking so far. Like, obviously the paint looks a little bit wrinkly. That will go away a little bit as it goes. Ignore the wrinkles in the paint. I think. Sorry, I'm messing with the focus. I'm trying to get it to focus right. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. It works better over here. Like everyone can see easier here. But let's see, she's got little hearts in her hair. We'll go for those. We'll do the little hearts in her hair. Maybe. Apparently need to mix up some more of that sort of shade. Nope. So she's got a couple little hearts. Just, oh, I dropped water on my thingy. Okay. Just kind of here. It actually went better than I expected it to. Alright, she does have, like, she's like holding up peace signs. She's also got like a little kind of like white highlight in her hair. Let's see if I can do that part. See if I can do a little highlight. There, I got the highlight. But let's see if I can do the like little peace signs too. And that's kind of going up into the hair. That's how I can see. How am I gonna? There we go. Just doing that very like kawaii sort of pose. That's what it's. I don't know if this will read as that like peace signs sort of pose, but I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. Yeah. I added a little bit of water to my white paint. I might have added too much water to my white paint, but yeah, I don't know if that'll translate or not, but that's okay. Some of this is just kind of implied, I think, at this point. When you're going at this scale, you kind of have to sometimes just imply things, almost. So that, you know, you get the sense that there's a sense of what's going on. Alright, I think that might be good. Here, let's see what you guys think. Oh, I gotta... So many paintbrushes. Let me focus it. Alright, let's see what you guys think. And again, keep in mind that the texture's gonna not show up nearly as much. Let's see the other one that we did, the little heart. We got kind of some implied stuff down here. It was a little bit harder to do things. And there's hearts on there. I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I do want to go in and touch up a couple of these like edges here. Like the black paint got a little bit. I went over the black paint a little bit there. I do need to decide if I want to do the glasses. I don't know how I'm going to do the glasses. That's my my problem, is that I don't know how I want to do them. Like, do I do a pair of glasses that's like pixels, or do I just do something that looks like a pair of glasses, almost? That's where I'm at there. Not sure. I'm gonna let that dry, though. Actually, I might let that dry, and then go take a quick bathroom break. Because I've just had a bunch of tea. So I think we will maybe do that. All right, I'm gonna BRB. I will BRB. I will start us on the next page of music, because I just got to the end of that page. I'll be right back. Cat's causing any problems while I was gone? He's just sleeping back there. I totally just sat back on the cat. Yeah, I'm sitting on a cat now. Alright. I think that is pretty good. Let me fix the... Oop! I still have the BRB thing up. There we go. Alright. Let me fix the edge here where it has the black. And then we can decide on the glasses. I'm not sure on the glasses. Where'd you guys go? Okay. What are you doing, Koshi? I guess everyone's just tucked in for their evening naps here. I wish I was tucked in for an evening nap. Okay, there we go. I fixed the corner a little bit. I don't know about the glasses. Should I try and do? I don't know about the glasses. I might want to email the person and ask them what they're picturing. I don't really know. Taking naps, you can be awake at midnight. I mean, you know, it's a valid strategy on New Year's, right? Seems like a valid strategy to me. All right, let's. I think that one's done except for possibly glasses, so we'll call that one good for now. Let's take a look at making a piece of pie. I'm gonna turn this on because we're gonna try and sketch some things out. Here's my thought. Grab a Sharpie. Here's my thought. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. Okay, perfect. Piece of random paper. Let's sketch this out on here first. Got a pencil. I got my... Hey, my pencil matches my sweater. Okay, let's see here. I'm thinking that we're gonna do... Go up a little bit. Why is this... There we go. What I want to do is 4 pieces. I'm gonna do a piece of pie that's kind of like this. All right, this is kind of the plan. Is we want like a wedge of pie. That's kind of the look that we're going for. It has like a crust. I think it. Do I want to do it with the top crust? I think maybe the piece of pie. It doesn't really look like it has an up. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell from the sprite whether it actually has a crust on top or not. I'm gonna go with yes. Just because I think it'll look nice. So my plan for this is, here's my thought. We're gonna do the 2 sides. Oops, didn't mean to bonk ya. One's gonna be like this. The other one is going to be exactly the same but inverted. Then we're gonna have the back, which is, I'll go all the way up. And then we're gonna have the top, which is gonna be in a wedge shape. So it's gonna be like this, like that. So I think we're gonna do kind of like we're gonna do kind of like 4 pieces. That's my thought. So I'm gonna try and kind of get those shapes put on here. I'm probably gonna do just one of the sides, And then we'll cut that out, and then we'll use that to size the other pieces. That's my thought anyways. Maybe we should, or we could draw it out on, I could draw a side out on paper maybe in the size that I want. And then we could use that to trace. That might be easier. So let's try and get a side made. It's gonna need to be fairly small because this is gonna go, I think it's going in a D2. So it's gonna be, I haven't sanded this yet or painted this yet, but it's gonna be going on top of this. So let's keep that in mind. Let me just, actually this is in my way. You're getting moved. Alright. So it needs to be about, like, fit within here. Oh, I just completely moved that. Can't hold it down. So it needs to kind of fit in this sort of area. Alright, so maybe we can figure out the top first, actually. So the top's probably going to be about that size. That seems about right. Right? Seems about right. Probably be a little bit longer, so we'll go like that maybe for the top. And then we will need a side. I need to think about how tall this can be too. So it doesn't need to be, it's pie, right? So it doesn't need to be very tall. Maybe just like that. Does that seem like a good size? Yeah, seem like an okay size. Is it too long? I think we might be okay. Let's just try it and see what happens. There's the size. Let's cut that out. And then we'll see if that's feeling like the right size. Think about this too. It's gonna go there. Yeah. We're gonna make 2 of these, and I could also just, it's clear, right? So I could just make 2 of these exactly the same. I might as well, because I can just flip it around. So let's do that. I'll just go up against the side here. It doesn't work if I have it at any sort of angle. I have to go like straight down to draw. It's kind of annoying. There we go. That'll work. I probably should paint these before I take them off of here. That's gonna be easier. Let me make another one of these on here. It's so annoying that I can't draw at an angle. Close enough. And then we'll get the triangle. I had one of the... Let me get some things out of the way here. I'm running into my microphone, which is kind of annoying. Okay. There we go. One of the kids at work the other day made me crack up because it was a for those who don't know, I work at a tutoring center. But one of the high school students was just like, I hate triangles. It's like, bro, what did triangles do to you? It's because he was doing geometry, but just the, I hate triangles. It's just like, just hate a shape. Got it out for a shape. Okay, so we need something that is that distance. I'm gonna use this as a little marker now. Oh wait, I know something that's that distance. That's that distance. I can use that as a marker here. I'm figuring out the size that things need to be. So that's be up and down. So I'm gonna flip this so it's a little bit easier for me to keep track of the like direction that things are. Oh. We're gonna go straight up and down. It's no longer pointed at what I'm working on. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit. This is how filming goes. I've found that filming everything kind of slows me down a fair amount because I'm constantly having to like move things around. And then I think I want it to go, I want it to be this tall. Actually, I want it to be this tall. So we'll use that as a marker. Okay. Cool, there's all of our, that should be all of our pieces that we need. And hopefully I will be able to paint over that black Sharpie with some paint. That's my hope anyways. I do need to figure out some colors. I'm thinking, I mean, we're gonna need some white, I'm sure. And then let me pull out my neutral tones. I've got all my neutral tones in a fancy new container as well. It's not a new container, but they're all organized. Oh, this one's actually kind of nice. We'll do that maybe. It's not caramel-ish necessarily, but we can grab some yellow, I think. Mix it in. We got some white, and this will be good for like a little bit of white. I think it'd be good for like a crust color maybe. Actually, maybe better for the inside color. Let me see. What have I got yellow-wise? Ooh, maybe a little bit of this kind of like golden-y color. That might, mixed with that brown, that might be good. Let's mix up some, we want to get some like, ooh, I just stuck my finger in paint. We want to get some crust, and we want to get some caramel, and they're going to be very similar. We're mostly, I think, going to be having pretty much shades of the same color. And I am kind of matching these to a reference image I found online. Ooh, that was more paint than I meant to grab, but that's okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit of yellow to start, and we can see how that's feeling. I'm trying to make kind of a caramely golden brown color. Not a terrible color, but I think it's still not quite caramely enough. Actually not. Actually, you know what? It's not too bad. I might go with that. It's not too bad. This color here. That feels somewhat caramely. I'm gonna add a little bit of white, I think. I'm gonna make some that's a little bit lighter toned. Leave some of it this darker tone. Make some of it this a little bit lighter toned. I think that's not too bad. Maybe not that much lighter. Oh gosh. Let me move things so that everyone can see. That's maybe a little bit more light than I was thinking. light. I'm going for like a good crust sort of shade. Add a little bit more yellow. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Warm it up a little bit. Paint mixing. It's fun. And there's some science to it that I don't necessarily know. Let's try mixing that in, see how that feels. Yeah, I think that's a better caramel color. Caramel's a little bit more yellowy. I draw a little bit of yellow to the pie crust too. This was part of the reason that I was excited to organize all of my paint colors. I ended up with some new paint, but part of the reason I was excited to organize them all was that it's nice not having to mix paint. That's part of the reason that a lot of my paintings end up very pigmented. Is because if I don't have to mix paint, then I won't. If I can just pick like a color straight from the tube and use it, then awesome. Ooh, there we go. I think we got the color. We got the colors we wanted. Yes, I'm happy with those. Those are some good caramely colors. They very much match the colors of my reference image too. All right. Let me set this on here. We're going to, let's see here. I need to think about, I've got so many brushes and things. Okay. Gonna think about what needs to be what color. The top is gonna be this lighter brown, and I'm just gonna paint over this. I figure that I've got the other side there that I can see, that will show me where to cut. But we'll let that dry and then add another layer. Let me grab my thinner brush here. Although this is actually also going to be, this one's also just going to be this because it's going to be the outside. This is just going to be like the outside part of the crust. It's these here that are going to be a little bit more complicated. And I'm doing like a nice light color on the outside for the crust, and then like a darker caramely color on the inside, because this is supposed to be kind of like a, what is it, butterscotch? Butterscotch cinnamon pie? I think that's what it is. I guess I can also just paint over this too. How that looks on the back. One of these I'm gonna have to use the back, so I might actually paint it on this side. Yeah, I think this one I'm gonna paint on the other side because I'm kind of covering it up on purpose. I'm covering up the lines. Just wanna. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and I will paint the other side for the middle one here, because I need the other. Because that's how it's gonna look on that side. Oh, I think that'll be good. Might use that side actually. Might cut things a little bit smaller and then use that side that looks nice and smooth and clean. I don't know if it'll matter too much, but tell you what, I can hold this and paint. I have a tendency to put off doing things if I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to do them right. I actually mentioned that in the video that I'm in the middle of editing right now. And this is kind of in one of those projects to a certain extent where I've been working on it, but there's just so many little pieces and it's like, do that. So many different pieces to do that I've been putting off some of the different little pieces because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do them. But this is actually turning out kind of how I expected, which is exciting and good. I hear fireworks out there. It is 6 p.m. It ain't midnight, folks. What you doing? Yep, I think that'll... I'm just gonna stop that there. I'm gonna do another layer of paint, but I don't actually need that on camera. I'll let that dry for a second. Actually, I wonder if this side has dried at all. Might be able to do another layer of paint on some of these here. Oh, hi, Luna. Luna is now laying on top of my computer. Ah. It was my thing. Okay. I didn't even realize she'd left her box, but she has. She's now on top of my computer. Because it is true. It is because it is made of warm. My cats have been very cuddly since it's gotten cold out. It's so funny, and she's done this for at least since last year too, and it makes me crack up. But at like 7:30 in the morning when the heat comes on, and that's the one that's behind me on the chair. Oh, she left. Never mind. Oh, I can sit all the way back. Oh, yay. Okay. Didn't even realize she left. But not the one who was sitting behind me on the chair. At 7:30 when the heat comes on, she like crawls out from under the covers because she usually crawls under the covers and sleeps there most of the night where it's nice and warm. And I'm okay with this because she's also nice and warm. And goes and just lays down in front of one of the vents. That's putting out hot air. It's yeah. I don't know why it amuses me so much, but she's just like, oh, her 7:30 in the morning routine. She must crawl out from the depths of warm and go lay in front of warm. To be fair, we always say that she, if you want to figure out where Nod is, just look for the warmest spot. I feel like maybe she just gets cold easy or something, but she's like a heat-seeking missile of a cat. Although it's Luna that's laying on top of my computer now. Comfy down there, baby? Please don't, okay. As long as she doesn't unplug my little, Wi-Fi dongle that makes it so that my computer has Wi-Fi, we're all good. That would be my concern. It's still drying. You know, the best way to put this together is probably going to be UV resin, which I don't have here. It is downstairs with my resin stuff. So maybe we will just get these painted today and then I will put them together on my own time. It's probably going to be easier. Right? Sorry, I'm just thinking about how to clean this up too, because I'm gonna cut them out. I might use the nice clean sides. I'm wondering how. You know, it's a little bit like you can kind of see the light through it a little bit. I wonder if I can do this so that you can. Hello. There you go. You kind of see how the light shines through it a little bit. I feel like I'm okay with that. Cause like it's like a butterscotch pie. I feel like it should be a little bit gooey and see-through. Yeah? Am I weird for thinking that? So maybe that's good. Maybe that's good for the butterscotch pie. Except for this one spot that's missing a little tiny bit. Am I missing anything on that? I feel like that's gonna be good. I feel like that's gonna be fine. I'm gonna set this off to the side. Oh, actually, you know what? We were talking about making. Let's do the character too. I'm just cut that so that I can set this off to the side and let it dry. Somehow. How am I gonna set this over here? There we go. And then we can get our character made on here. Maybe I could do the same thing where I draw it out with a Sharpie first and then paint it in. That kind of seemed like it might work. Let me look up a reference image for the character. I wonder if I could do, actually, I wonder if I could just do all of the black in like a Sharpie and then do the color in paint. That might be good. Let's see, Sans is pretty symmetrical, right? So I might be able to draw him. I might be able to like draw him on here and then use the back. So that might be good. Let me think here. I need to think of the sizing here. So it's going to be this one. It's going to go in the D20. D20 is... Do I have a D20 here? Here's a D20. It's this size. So this is going to be the base. Go about from here to here. So that's about the max I think that it can be. Probably needs to be a little bit shorter than that even. No, actually that's not too bad. Yeah, that's probably about the max that it can be. Height-wise. The little Sans. I should ink this at some point. This is all finished. It's just been sitting here. I haven't inked it yet. Put it in my shop. Okay. I'm gonna try and get the sizing right here. Maybe I could, should I just print out a picture of him? Like I don't know if I can print out a picture that small. Let me just get the, got little basketball shorts. Yeah. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more squirt. His head's bigger, that's what it is. No, his head's not bigger. What am I... This is what I was saying about not drawing people, because I can't get proportions right. His head takes up about... 2/5, I guess, of his height. Yeah, probably about 2/5. Right in here. And he has a hoodie that's up a little ways, and a hoodie and it comes down. And he's got his basketball shorts and He's got his little feetsies. Okay. Looks like a little, like a weird little gingerbread man. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try and draw him out. It's got a little. That is the thing when, if I do this with Sharpie, I'm gonna have to get it right the first time. Got his little things open. He's got his little basketball shorts. I don't know why I keep mentioning the basketball shorts. It just amuses me. Got a little. Is he wearing slippers? Kind of looks like he's wearing slippers. I guess that makes sense, actually. It might be easier to... I wonder if I can print out a picture that small to then copy. Let's see here. Actually, I wonder if I can... Can I print image? Well, I guess we'll just copy image and then put it in like a Word document. Let's see if we can get, I think, our little sands painted and then we'll call it good. So I think this one will be a little bit more complicated. Whoa, why is this page so big? Alright, let's see how small I can make this guy. I wonder if that's gonna be about the right size. Let me think here. Okay, that's about that size. It can be a little bit bigger. I'm literally just... Oops. About that size? Is that about right? Yeah, that's about right. Okay. I'm gonna see, we'll see how this looks if I print it. This looks ridiculous. Oh, maybe I should have printed it in more than one sizes. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that actually works surprisingly well. Look at my little. There's my little dude right there. But that works actually a lot better than I thought it would. That was better. Better accuracy than I was thinking. Alright. We're gonna try kind of copying this then onto a piece of plastic with the Sharpie. And I'm gonna try and fill in kind of certain area. Teeny sands. There's a little teeny guy. A little guy. Alright, let me get this so that all y'all can see. Let me get this out of the way. Don't need that. Why is it so funny? Look at it. It's just so funny. He's so tiny. Whoa. Alright. I think everyone can see. No, actually. Use this to hold that down. Alright. Turn that on. Whoop. I'm gonna take our piece of plastic. I might grab a piece of tape actually too and tape that piece of plastic down so it doesn't shift. Have a piece of tape here? I might need to grab a piece of tape. Just a second. found tape. I found tape. I'm gonna tape this down just so the plastic doesn't move. Also, paper's not gonna move then too. Perfect. I guess I could do that with a little bit closer to the edge here. Not waste as much plastic. Then we have more plastic if we need it later too. Alright. Let's see if I can fill this in. I wish that I could draw at like an angle. I wonder if I wonder if my pen would work. I wonder if I could draw with the pen on the plastic. I'm just gonna smudge too much. I don't think that's gonna work. Alright. What about this one? What about this Sharpie? Oh, this one might work at an angle. This one's maybe not as dark. You can kind of see there. But if I can get the shape right, I can go back with the with my other Sharpie later. Yes. Okay. I get all of the. It looks a little bit uneven at the moment, but we will, once we get some of the color and stuff in there, I think it'll help too. This also just isn't quite as fine as perhaps it could be. Maybe we will end up going over, maybe we will just go over this with some paint. I think maybe I can get some finer lines with the paint. That looks weird. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go over it with paint because I think I can get the smaller dots and things with the paint. But let's get the all of the main lines and things in here. Okay, I think we're gonna call that good. I think we are gonna do the rest pretty much with paint. I'm gonna maybe try and block in some of the colors, and then we'll come back and do the actual really fine details and stuff like after that, but we'll try it. So let's just start with some white. I think we'll start getting like his face and stuff blocked in. This at least gave me a sense of where things are at, which was my main issue when I was trying to draw them before. It was just that I couldn't get the shapes quite right, or the sizing. Is the music still going or has it stopped? Oh no, it is going. It's just like really low. Let's go here. This one's also really quiet. Is it raining? Ooh, exciting! Sounds like it turned out alright then. Alright. There's white there. And then, I don't know if he's just not wearing a shirt or if his shirt's just also white. There's also white here. And there's white on his pants. Getting a little bit of glare at the angle. I'm gonna scoot this over. But it's still. Ooh, definitely have glare at that angle. Oh gosh, okay, I'm gonna be washed out for a second. I'm trying to get it so that there's not a ton of glare on this, that you can actually see what we're doing. I'm just gonna blast myself in the face with the light instead. Reference image is are your friend. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, I think that's. Oh, there's white around the collar too. It's kind of a little bit more. Or no, actually, I think that's a really light gray around the collar. Let's see. I was blocking these colors. I think I might just have a blue that's that color. Oh, that's green. Pull out my colors. Maybe I don't have a blue that's exactly that color. It's kind of somewhere between there and there, I think. So maybe we'll mix a little bit of those two together. Put some of these colors away. I do have these packed in here quite tight. That can go away. This can go away. Get these out of the way. Alright. I am always worried about, like, splinters with this container, though. It's not... It's definitely not splinter-free. Okay. Oh, and then there's kind of like a gray. Do I have a dark gray? I do kind of have a dark gray, actually. Maybe we could do that for his pants. And then maybe a little bit darker than that. We could add a little bit of black. All right. Let's do the blue first. I think I'm like a drop of this one. And a little drop of this one. Angle it up so you guys can see. Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's a good color. This is maybe a little bit more pigmented than actual colors. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, the other one's maybe a little bit more gray. Well, we're gonna make some. What was that? A little bit of this gray. Why not? Just a little tiny bit. See if that helps any. It's maybe a little bit cool. I don't know. I feel like maybe could use a little bit more of like a purple tint to it too, but I think that's pretty good. I think we'll call that good. Okay. This is pretty much all of his jacket. Except for the zipper and the hood. those two in the blue. Yeah, I think that blue's good. Let's make. I don't know if this gray's dark enough. Let's do this gray. I'm just gonna do this gray. I think this gray might be fine. It might not be dark enough. We can add some darker in a second. And we're gonna need to make that a little bit lighter actually for the hood and the zipper anyways. Oops, just added a bunch of water. Go. I'm just not gonna worry about showing all of the paint mixing. We'll just let them assume that it's straight from a tube. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple of different shades of gray. I'm gonna do a very light gray. Very, very light. This is gonna be like the hood and some of the lighter details. And then we're gonna do a little bit darker than this gray. Take a little bit of this, go over here. And then I'm going to do a slightly darker gray for the pants too. So we're going to take some of that same gray color and then add a little bit of black to it. So are you planning to paint the ancient red dragon? Is that your eventual goal there? Yeah, that's a better gray color. That's a better gray color. I needed the darker color for sure. All right, let's go over the pants again. What are you doing down there? Wait. Who's playing with things? Nope, it's not you. Someone's playing with things. And it sounds like things they're probably not supposed to be playing with. Oh, not. Stop trying to eat the vent. I figured out what it is. She's pulling on the like little metal thing on the vent that you can use to open and close the vent. Okay, there we go. Actually, the pants are looking pretty okay. I'm pretty okay with those pants. And then we're gonna use these lighter gray colors for the hood and the zippers. So really light gray here on the collar. Alright. We're gonna add some black or the really dark gray in there too to kind of angle things a little bit more. Photo posted in Arts and Crafts. Oh, I'll go look. Ooh, feathers. Oh wow. That turned out really good. That's super cool. I'm impressed. Okay. I'm gonna do some medium gray here for the zippers. And a little bit at the bottom of the shoes, maybe. Just for like shadow. Let's see here. I could try adding a little bit of shadow elsewhere, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I can add some lighter dots in here though, on the zippers. Okay. Alright, I think I'm to the point where I'm gonna do either like the really dark gray, start getting some of the lines and things here, or just go to the black. This will be fun. Okay. It's okay. One step at a time. I'm gonna move some things so it's a little bit, I have a little bit more space to scooch in here. Okay. You guys can see? Yeah, okay. It's kind of up in the corner, but you guys can see. Okay, it's coming. Ancient pale gray dragon. That's true. Got you there. Yep. And then this one comes in. And this one kind of goes down. I'm trying to outline things a little bit here. Let's see if we can get the shoes. Actually, that's kind of coming along. I'm kind of impressed with myself. I might add a little bit more white here, make the shirt a little bit wider. Okay. So I'm then gonna add this. Even this out a little bit and right along the zipper here. Okay, I've got to get the face now. That's gonna be the hard part, right? It's gonna be the face. Okay. His smile's maybe a little bit wider. We'll come back in a minute and see if I need to change that. And then his big beautiful eyes. And I will fix the shape of these in a second too. I'm just making sure I get the placement right first. And the rough size. Okay. I'm honestly kind of impressed with myself on this. And then he needs like a white dot in the middle of him. white dot in the middle. Oh, and then wait, do I want to do the I think that looks like Sans. Wait, let me make it so you guys can I zoom? I can zoom. Wait, I can. Oh, that's about as. Oh my gosh. That's as far as it zooms. Never mind. I will just show you this way. And I still need to cut them out. There we go. There's the dude. Obviously things look a little bit messier on the shoes and stuff, but I'm going to be cutting him out. I think that looks like Sans. The face is like, maybe his smile could be a little bit wider. A little bit bigger. But I'm okay with that. I feel like that I've got the shape all right. The eyes could even be a little bit slightly different shape. Yeah, that's a little bit better. There we go. I like that better. The eyes are a little bit wider. Oops, I didn't fix the focus. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. What I need to, let me look at my notes real quick. Are we gonna do the eyes? I don't remember if we were gonna do the eye with the like the blue or not. I don't have a note on that. I think maybe I was gonna do just blue, a little bit of blue around him. I think we'll just do them. I think we'll just do them like that. That went a lot easier than I thought it would. All right. Well, let's see. I think I don't know. How's that feeling? What do you, I feel like I'm feeling pretty okay with this. I'm feeling pretty okay with this little dude. Like that. I feel like it's recognizable as Sans. So that's the important part to me. It's not necessarily like pixelated, but I don't think I'm gonna get it pixelated feeling at this size. It's so small. Alright. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Set that off to the side. I'm gonna set my pie over here now that it's dry as well. And then should we start on the throne then? Should we start on it? I don't know that I'll finish it, but we could start on it. Let me get your focus back to the right spot. There we go. Right, like might as well. Oh, this brown might work well actually. I can outline it in this brown. Let me think about it for a second here. This way, I think this way. Let me try and get like the outline of the throne. See how it's feeling, and then see where we want to go from there, because it's coming along quicker than I thought it would. Coming along quicker than I thought it would, so sweet. I'm gonna use paint to outline. So we've got, I'm gonna try and block things in a little bit. I'm using the brown here instead of like black because it's kind of the color almost that it is in the game. Because it's kind of in the sun, so it's a little bit more warm toned. The outline is. This has got like big. this is gonna be a very exciting stream, I'm sure. It's just a lot of me going, and then we put colors. I don't know if I have the angle quite right on that. Maybe it goes out a little bit more. And then I've got the seat. Again, it might be a little bit wider than this. Okay. Got kind of a triangular thing to it. Have you guys all played and or seen a playthrough of Undertale? I know it's been out for quite a while now. I do remember when it was, everyone was playing it. I guess I didn't technically play through it, but I did sit there while my brother played through it. Same difference, right? I've never been a big, I don't know, I don't have the hand-eye coordination, I think, for video games. I pretty much just play Minecraft, as far as video games are concerned. How's that feeling? It maybe feels a little, have not played it. It's a really good game. We went and did the pacifist route. I think I cried at the ending. Yeah, I think it's maybe not quite wide enough. I think I stretched it this way a little bit. Stretched it this way. Could be a little bit squirter. So maybe I should, oh my gosh. I can hear Koshi kind of, I don't know if she's snoring or just breathing heavily over there, but I can hear her. She's out. Bring this up a little bit. Do a little bit of fixing things. Yeah, I don't like these go out a little bit more maybe. Okay, I think that feels a little bit more even maybe, and then the legs, I think maybe that's it too. The legs just need to go out a little bit more. A good thing and a bad thing about acrylic paint on these blanks is that I can just scratch it off. It's great when I mess something up. It's not great when I rub them against something and the paint scratches. Yeah, so legs further out. Okay. There we go. I'm feeling a little bit. Yeah. I feel like that's okay. So maybe not perfect. But I think that gets the shape down at least. Do I want to do... I don't know that I'm going to do the, like, shadows across it, like it shows in the game. But I will add in some of these darker spots. I'm going to be going back in with actual color. Although it has yellow there. what am I doing tomorrow? I don't have work tomorrow. So maybe I'll try and finish these up tomorrow. Oh wait, I'm on my new calendar. Tomorrow. Yep. Oh, I have to ship some things. Yeah, maybe I'll finish these up tomorrow. I think that's my plan. I think I can get these finished up tomorrow because I just have this. I need to put the pie together. I need to sand. Oh, why am I still recording? I need to sand this piece and get it painted. It's what the pie is gonna go on. Hopefully the pie will fit. And then, is that everything? Oh, spaghetti. I have to figure out spaghetti. So I need to finish this. I need to do spaghetti, and I need to do that blank. But I think that's all that I have left then of these. And then I can actually get everything put together. Let me go back through all the stuff that we did today, because I think I'm probably gonna call it here. It's been about 3 hours. People probably want to go celebrate New Year's. I want to go make more tea. But we went and finished up this blank. Oop, let me zoom. Not zoom. Focus. Alright. I went and finished up this blank here. I already had that painted, but we went and did this little piece right here. Nice and simple. And then we did this one here with my rendition of the cat girl. I tried. I feel like it's okay. And then we went and figured out a piece of pie, which I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to attach it together with some UV resin. That's my plan. And I think that will work out. And then we went and got sands painted, which went a lot quicker than I expected it to. This actually came together a lot easier. I think printing out our little tiny picture of sands, and kind of tracing over it with a Sharpie really worked. Actually, what does it look like on the back? The back is not. This is Sans' evil cousin. But yeah, we went and got sands painted, which I'm happy with. Like I said, foot looks a little bit funky, but it's gonna get cut out, and I think that'll be fine. There's just a little bit of extra paint kind of around it. And then last we went and sketched in where the throne is going to be on our D2 blank. And so I think tomorrow I'm going to focus on getting this done and then getting the pie put together and start figuring out the spaghetti. I don't know what I'm going to do for the spaghetti. I'm debating on the spaghetti doing kind of like, let me just go to... I'm debating on the spaghetti part doing kind of like 2 flat ones and then kind of putting them like this, or maybe a little bit more angled, putting them like this, so that no matter which, oh my gosh, let me move this so I'm not, there we go, putting them like this so that no matter which way you look at it, you can kind of see it. It's not just flat, so that if you look at it like this, you don't see it. I did that with some Minecraft flowers for some dice a while back, and it seemed like it worked well, and also I feel like it would kind of fit the 2D pixelated look. So I think I might do that. I'm gonna experiment a little bit. I'm gonna be sending some photos off to the person that this set of dice is for. And getting some feedback too. But we got a fair amount done. I appreciate you guys hanging out while I was working. Hopefully you guys had a nice time as well, just chilling. What am I doing next weekend? Sunday. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna stream yet next week. I should be streaming. If you guys have something in particular you'd like to see, let me know. We might just pour some resin. It's been actually, did we pour resin? No, it's been a couple weeks since I've streamed, so it's been a little bit since we've poured some resin together. Maybe we'll just pour some dice or something, or maybe we'll try out some molds. I have so many random molds. Maybe we'll find some random molds to to pour some resin into instead of doing dice. But I will keep you guys updated. I will for sure post a link to whatever that live stream is gonna be in the Discord. Mold roulette. Oh, that could be fun. We have like a roulette wheel, or we have like a wheel, and whichever mold it lands on is what we do. Or you know what I could do? I could label them like 1 through 5, and then have you guys vote on which number, and then reveal which number you guys voted for. That could be kind of fun. I'll get that figured out. That sounds like a fun plan. Let's plan on that. Let's plan on doing some sort of mold roulette, unless I absolutely have something that I need to get poured. Sometimes I'm like, well, I just need to get this poured. Let's do it. But let's plan on messing around with some different resin molds, see what we can do. But I think that's it. I'll hopefully talk to you guys later. I am working on a new video. It's taking a little while to edit because there's a lot of talking in it that always takes longer. But hopefully you guys will hear from me soon.